You walk into the quiet of your living room, and there they are. Your cat, a perfect crescent of fur, curled on their favorite spot on the sofa. A wave of pure affection washes over you. It's a simple, profound love. You smile, and their name leaves your lips in a soft, warm tone. You're not asking for anything, just connecting. Underscore, underscore, quote, underscore, zero, underscore, underscore. You call out. Nothing. Not a flicker of an ear, not a twitch of a whisker. It's as if you spoke a word in the language that doesn't exist. You try again, your voice a little higher, a little more insistent, laced with that special tone you reserve just for them. Underscore, underscore, quote, underscore, one, underscore, underscore. This time you get a response. One ear, a perfect velvet triangle, swivels back towards you for a single, dismissive second before rotating forward again. The message is clear. You have been heard, and you have been ignored. It feels like a tiny rejection, doesn't it? A little sting in the heart.
Here is this creature you adore, this small soul you would do anything for. And in this moment, they are treating you like irrelevant background noise. And a quiet, nagging thought might enter your mind. Is my cat rude? Do they even like me? I want you to take that thought and gently let it go. Because your cat is not being rude. They are not being dismissive. They are simply acting out a behavior that you, with the best and most loving intentions in the world, have accidentally taught them. You have, without ever realizing it, taught your cat that their own name means absolutely nothing.
This isn't your fault. It is the result of a fundamental misunderstanding between two different species, a communication gap we are about to bridge forever. By the end of this video, you will know the one daily habit that teaches your cat their name is the most important, most wonderful sound in the world. But first, you need to understand the feline principle of auditory significance, because without it, your voice will just become background noise, and your cat will never fully trust you when you need them most. Every time you call their name just to see where they are, or to say hello as you pass through a room, or just because you love them and want to say their name, you are doing something that feels natural to you as a primate. We use names for social bonding, for acknowledgement. But for a cat, an animal whose brain is hardwired for energy conservation and threat assessment, you are doing the opposite. You are sending out a signal that has no meaning, no consequence,
And no reward. You are, in essence, sending them spam. And just like you learned to ignore the endless promotional emails in your inbox, your cat's sophisticated brain has learned to filter your voice and their own name into the junk folder. It's a brilliant survival mechanism. Why expend the energy to respond to a signal that 99% of the time leads to nothing? You might think that saying their name more often, with more love, will somehow break through this filter. It feels like it should. If you just pour enough affection into the sound, surely they will understand. But it actually does the exact opposite. Every time you repeat their name without a valuable outcome attached, you are not strengthening your bond. You are weakening the word. You are taking this unique, powerful sound that should be a direct line to their attention, and you are diluting it. Watering it down until it is as meaningless as the hum of the refrigerator or the sound of traffic outside. This is more than just a minor annoyance. It's a silent erosion of a vital line of communication. What happens when there's a fire and you need them to come to your voice? What happens when they've slipped out the door and their name is the only tool you have to bring them home safely? The habit of calling their name with no purpose feels harmless, an act of love. But the consequence is that you are accidentally, day by day, teaching your cat to tune you out. And if you don't change this one simple thing, you risk teaching them to tune you out permanently.
That feeling of being ignored, it sinks into your chest, doesn't it? It feels personal.
a tiny rejection from the creature you love most. I need you to hear this and hear it clearly. You have done nothing wrong. You are not a bad owner. In fact, the very reason you are making this innocent mistake is because you love your cat so much. You want to connect. You want to share your space and your thoughts with them. And so you use the primary tool you have, your voice and their name. You are not alone in this. 99% of cat owners do exactly what you do. We are primates, wired for constant vocal communication. We think of a name as a summons, a way to get attention, a precursor to a command. But cats are not primates, and they are certainly not small dogs. We know with scientific certainty that they hear you. They know their name. A groundbreaking study in 2019 at Sophia University in Japan removed all doubt. Researchers observed cats in their own homes where they were most comfortable. They had the owner say 4 different words that were similar in length and sound to the cat's name, followed by the actual name. And with almost every single cat, the result was the same. The cat might ignore the other words, but when it heard its own name, its ears would orient, its head would turn. They even repeated the experiment with a stranger's voice, and the cats still responded. So let that guilt you've been carrying dissolve. The problem isn't recognition. Your cat knows the sound you are making. The problem is motivation. And that slightly silly, high-pitched voice you use when you talk to them, the one you would be embarrassed for anyone else to hear, you probably think it's just you being sentimental.
It is actually a scientifically documented phenomenon called cat-directed speech. Further research has shown that cats are far more responsive and show more positive behaviors when spoken to in this higher-pitched, melodic tone. It likely mimics the sounds their mother made or the calls of kittens, tapping into a primal neurological pathway of safety and attention. So, the instinct you have to speak to them that way is not only normal, it is 100% correct. You are already doing something right, intuitively speaking their preferred language. The hard truth, the one we must face to move forward, is this. Your cat has learned through thousands of repetitions that their name is usually just noise. It's a sound that predicts nothing. It doesn't predict food. It doesn't predict a threat. It doesn't predict a wonderful chin scratch. Most of the time, it just predicts that you are looking at them from across the room.
But this is actually the best news I could possibly give you.
It means the problem isn't your bond. It isn't a lack of love. It is simply a matter of marketing. You have accidentally devalued their name, turning it into auditory junk mail. Remember the one daily habit I promised you at the beginning? The secret to making their name the most important sound in the world? We are getting closer. But you need to understand this principle of marketing and value first. Otherwise, you will apply the technique without the intention, and your cat will continue to tune you out, missing the one signal that could one day save their life. To truly fix this, we have to stop thinking like a human who is calling out and start thinking like a cat who is listening. We have to enter their world, a world not of words and sentiment, but of energy, survival, and profound, silent calculation. Imagine this. You are your cat. You are not a small, furry human. You are a creature of exquisite sensitivity, a finely tuned predator currently in a state of perfect, warm, sun-drenched peace. You have found the one patch of sunlight on the living room floor that is precisely the right temperature. Your body is a liquid coil of contentment. Your breathing is slow and shallow. Your senses, while never truly off, are on a low and gentle alert, conserving precious energy for the hunt that may or may not come later this evening. The world is a symphony of subtle information. You feel the faint vibration of the refrigerator through the floorboards. You smell the lingering scent of your human from the blanket they used this morning, a scent that means safety. You hear the whisper of dust motes dancing in the sunbeam, a sound far below the range of human perception. This is your reality, a state of being, not of doing. Then, you hear it. The sound. The one your giant, loving guardian makes. The one they direct at you. Your name.
Your ear, a perfect piece of acoustic machinery, a satellite dish of fur and cartilage capable of rotating 180 degrees, swivels to analyze the signal without you even consciously thinking about it. It isolates the sound from the background hum of the house. It triangulates the location. It analyzes the pitch and the tone. And then your brain, the ancient and ruthlessly efficient processor that has kept your ancestors alive for thousands of years, begins its calculation. Is it a warning? The tone is soft, so no. Does it signal the immediate presence of food? There is no corresponding rattle of a bag, no scent of salmon or chicken on the air. Does it signal an imminent threat from which you must flee? The house is quiet. The vibrations are normal. Your feline brain makes a calculation in a microsecond, a cost-benefit analysis that is the very cornerstone of your survival. The energy required to uncurl your body, to stand, to walk across the room and investigate this sound is almost certainly greater than the probable reward. The sound, your name, has been presented 99 times out of 100 with no valuable outcome. Therefore, the logical, intelligent, and correct response is to conserve your resources. You do nothing. You have acknowledged the signal with your ear. The data has been processed. The conclusion is to remain. This is not disrespect. This is not defiance. This is the purest form of feline logic. It is the wisdom of a survivor. Remember the one daily habit I promised you at the beginning? The one that will make your cat see their name as the most important sound in the world? We are almost there. But you needed to understand this first. You needed to step inside their mind and see the world not as a series of emotional requests, but as a constant calculation of energy and reward. Otherwise, the habit would just seem like a trick. But it's not a trick. It's a way of speaking to that ancient, logical part of their brain in a language it was built to understand. If this perspective shift makes sense to you, help another cat owner understand it by subscribing. We are building a community that speaks cat fluently, and in our next video, we will cover the silent, almost invisible signals they send when they are in pain. It is information every single one of us needs to know, and your subscription helps us get that vital information out to those who need it most. Does your cat turn its head or just twitch an ear, but refuse to get up and move when you call? Drop it in the comments right now, because what that tiny, dismissive-seeming movement actually means is going to surprise you. I read every single one. Now that you understand the why behind their logic, you are ready for the what. Let's decode the other signals you are almost certainly misreading every single day. First, the face rub. You come home after a long day and your cat whines through your legs, pressing their cheek firmly against your shin. Or you're sitting on the sofa and they hop up, pushing their face into your hand, your chin, your laptop screen. You've always read this as a simple, sweet, "I love you, I missed you." And you are not wrong. It is affection. But it is so much more profound than that. You think it's just a greeting. It is actually a deeply territorial, almost sacred act of ownership. Your cat is not just saying hello, they are reclaiming you. On their cheeks, chin, and forehead are glands that produce unique facial pheromones. When they rub on you, they are depositing their personal scent, actively marking you as a safe and essential part of their territory. They are weaving your scent and their scent together, creating a single unified colony scent. The correct owner response is not just to pet them, but to lean in gently, to remain still, and to allow them to complete the ritual. When you let them mark your face, you are not just receiving affection. You are participating in a ceremony of group identity, telling them in their own language, quote, 3 second, the unblinking stare. You're relaxing, reading a book, and you feel it. A pair of eyes on you. You look up, and from across the room, your cat is staring at you,
eyes wide open,
pupils like black pools.
It can be unnerving. You might misread it as a simple staring contest, a sign of boredom, or just deep curiosity. The real feline meaning, however, is often a sign of tension, assessment, or even a challenge. In the wild, among predators, prolonged direct eye contact is a threat. It's a prelude to a fight. Your cat is not necessarily threatening you, but they are in a state of high alert, gathering information. The worst thing you can do is to meet that intense stare with one of your own. You are inadvertently escalating the tension. The correct owner response is a piece of breathtakingly beautiful feline diplomacy. Meet their gaze for only a second, and then perform a long, slow blink, as if your eyelids have suddenly become heavy with trust. Hold them closed for a moment before slowly opening them again. This is the universal,
nonverbal signal for, quote, "for." You will be amazed at how often your cat will then offer a slow blink right back to you. You have just had a complete conversation without making a single sound. Third, the gift. You wake up to find a soggy toy mouse on your pillow. Or worse, you walk into the kitchen to find a small, deceased creature laid carefully on the mat. Your first instinct is disgust, or to scold them for bringing their __quote_5__ toys or prey inside. You misread this as a desire to play, or a sign that your cat is a cold-blooded killer. The real feline meaning is one of the most poignant and misunderstood of all. Your cat believes you are a member of its family, but a hopelessly incompetent one. They have never seen you hunt. They have never seen you catch your own food. From their perspective, you are a large, clumsy kitten who would surely starve without their help. That little mouse, real or fake, is not a toy. It is a lesson. It is a meal. They are acting as a parent, trying to provide for you and teach you how to survive. The correct owner response is to praise them calmly and warmly for their incredible hunting prowess. Thank them for providing for the family. Then, when they are not looking, you quietly dispose of the gift. To scold them for this is to crush their instinct to care for you. You must validate their role as the family's provider. Finally, the turnaway. This one hurts the most. You've settled onto the couch, and your cat gracefully hops up to join you. You feel a surge of warmth. They are choosing to be with you. But then, they sit down and pointedly turn their back to you. The message feels brutally clear. You misread this as the ultimate snub, a sign of their anger or total indifference. It feels like rejection. The real feline meaning is the absolute highest form of feline trust. It is the most profound compliment they could ever pay you. An animal's back is its most vulnerable side. It cannot see what is coming. In the wild, to turn your back on another creature is to risk death. By sitting with you and facing away, your cat is broadcasting a message of complete and total faith. They are so certain that you are their protector, that you have their back, that they can afford to turn their most defenseless side to you and face the rest of the world. It is a silent, powerful declaration. __quote _6___. And now that you understand these signals of trust, you are ready for the one habit I promised you at the beginning. The simplest thing you can do every single day to earn it. The habit I promised you at the very beginning, the one that changes everything, is called name-value association. It is profoundly simple in its execution, and yet almost no one does it correctly. Once a day, and only once, you will create a sacred moment. Choose a time when your cat is calm, perhaps resting on their favorite chair, but not fast asleep. They should be aware, but not expecting anything from you. You will have a single, high-value treat ready in your hand. This cannot be a piece of their regular kibble. It must be something they truly adore. A piece of freeze-dried chicken, a lickable tube treat, something that makes their eyes widen. You will approach them quietly, without any fanfare. Take a calm, slow breath. Then, in a warm, quiet voice, you will say their name, just once. The very instant their ear twitches in your direction, or their head begins to turn towards the sound of your voice, that is your signal. You will immediately, without a second's delay, give them the treat. You do not pet them. You do not praise them with more words. You say nothing else. You simply provide the reward, and then you turn and you walk away. This ritual is not about training your cat to come when called. It is so much deeper than that. This is a masterclass in feline communication, grounded in the science of operant conditioning. You are methodically recoding your cat's filter for what scientists call auditory significance. For months, perhaps years, your voice, and specifically their name, has been part of the ambient noise of the house. It has signaled dinner, yes, but it has also signaled that you want to pick them up when they wish to be left alone. It has signaled that you are leaving the house. It has signaled nothing at all. It has become, for their energy-efficient brain, statistically irrelevant. But with this single daily act, you are teaching them a new and powerful truth. You are teaching them that their name is a guaranteed predictor of an intensely positive neurological event, a small burst of dopamine, a flavor they crave. Their name is no longer junk mail. It is a secret, whispered invitation intended only for them. You are not commanding them. You are giving their name immense personal value. By walking away, you remove all pressure. You prove that their name does not mean their autonomy is about to be compromised. It does not mean they will be scooped up or forced to interact. It simply means a wonderful thing has happened, with no strings attached. This respects their nature in a way that calling them over and over never can. It honors their independence while building a bridge of positive connection. It is the ultimate reframing of your relationship, shifting you from the role of a needy owner to the role of a benevolent, mysterious provider of joy. Your cat will not learn to obey you. They will learn that listening to you is a deeply rewarding choice. They will begin to offer you their attention, willingly and with anticipation, because you have finally learned to speak a language they instinctively understand, the language of predictable, positive outcomes. By committing to this simple, patient practice, you have just joined the small, elite percentage of cat owners who do not just love their cat. They truly understand them. You have stepped across a threshold. You are no longer guessing, no longer projecting human emotions onto a creature that sees the world through an entirely different lens. You are speaking their language on their terms. You are no longer the source of confusing noise, but the curator of a meaningful signal. You are now part of the inner circle of those who know the secret. This is not a trick. It is a translation, and you have just become fluent. You have given your cat the gift of clarity, and in return, they will give you a level of trust and responsiveness you may have thought was impossible. What does your cat do that you always misunderstood until now? Tell me the story in the comments. The smallest detail could unlock a new understanding for someone else. Go and honor their trust. They've been waiting for you to understand.